In this video, let's add a feature to this drawing for a covered pad that we tied. It's right about in this area here, and I can zoom in a little tighter if I want. Now notice that as I zoom in, I've got some labels over the top of each other. And I could take the time to drag these out of the way so I could see this cover corner here, cover corner, cover corner. It looks like another one here, but I'm not exactly sure. But watch what I do instead. I use this zoom points. I turn it on or off. So right now, the point labels and symbols are zoomed as I zoomed in on the drawing. Now they're not zoomed. So now I can zoom in as tight as I want, and I continue to create separation for those. So now I can more clearly see that 56 is a cover corner, 19 is a cover corner, 18 is a cover corner, and 57 is a cover corner. So I've got 4 corners to this covered area. I just want to pick those up. So watch how I'm going to do this. Since they're all using the same description, I could insert the points with that description. That would be just fine. I'm going to do it a little bit differently here. I'm going to call that a trailer cover. And I'm just going to tell Traverse PC in the Tools menu that I want to add points to Traverse. Traverse PC is going to bring up a dialog box that says, what do you want to call that? And I want to call it just cover for now. That's good enough. And I can tell it where I want to put it. Again, I get to choose a format and drawing settings. The drawing settings I'm going to use, though, I want to go in and see if I have anything for this. I'm going to choose this foundations again, only because I know it draws just a plain line. But I'm going to change the settings like I did in another video and tell it I want to draw this in black. That's just fine, with a solid line, no annotations. I am, however, going to come into the fill section and tell Traverse PC I want to fill it with a yellow fill. So let's choose a color for yellow and a solid fill. And then also I'm going to, just for the fun of it, tell it to go ahead and label this thing. So it's going to use the Traverse name in black, and I'm going to tell Traverse PC clear the background for that name. So it'll put that right in the middle. I don't need it 15/100 of an inch. 10/100 is enough. Now, if I had a lot of these, what I was going to do, I could simply save this, and I could give it a name, and then every time I started a new Traverse like this, I could just use this format, and I wouldn't have to go in and change all these settings. But I did it this time so that we've got something ready to go, and then, of course, because I don't have it saved, Traverse PC says these are custom settings. And then I've got some methods for selecting, and the one I want is this method that says select existing survey points only. I'm going to tell Traverse PC that I don't want to repeat it or close the Traverse when I'm done because I want you to see it. So I'm going to click OK now. I'm just going to follow the prompts at the bottom to tell me select the points. So I can put the cursor over the label, over the symbol. If I had a line coming into it, I could do the line near the point. That would be fine. I'm just going to click that point. Traverse PC created a Traverse for it and added that point to the Traverse. I'm going to add this one. I'm going to come down to the next corner cover, add this one. Do you see how it's drawing it as I go? I'm going to add this one. Then I'm going to come back to the beginning. And then the prompt down there says, when I'm all done, press the Enter key to end. And Traverse PC is going to end that one and prompt me to do another one like this. And I'm going to say, no, I'm all done with that. So let's take a look at what I got here. Let's pull this little Traverse out so we can see. So it created this Traverse just by using the points that I selected. And it brought them in the order that I selected them. And I started and stopped with the same point, so it created this closed figure. And because it's a closed figure, it knew to put the title, or the lot label, we call it, in the center. This isn't a lot, it's a cover, but it knew how to center it. And now I've got a new feature. And if I close this Traverse out, come back to our Traverse Manager, here's my cover. So I can turn it off and not have it, turn it back on and have it. So sometimes I don't necessarily, maybe I haven't coded things exactly right, but I know how I want to pull the points into a Traverse, in this case simply by clicking on them. I can do that manually. Now the great thing is I don't just end up with some line work in here. I actually have a Traverse I created, so I can do lots of things with that, including determining how to draw it. And I'm just going to make one little change here in this Traverse. Do you see how these labels are inside These distance labels are outside. Let's just change that a little bit. Let's tell Traverse PC that I do want distance, but I want everything inside. So I go to Format the Label, and I simply say, it looks like everything to the right of the caret is inside. So I'm going to put a caret right before that. Now anything I label it with, bearing, distance, grade, is going to be to the inside. Let's choose OK, and now all my labels are on the inside of that. Just kind of a neat way to keep things consistent.